This is Christine with Shortcut to Happiness from Conscious Life Expo 2020. We are here today with
Andrei
and Oxana Lovich.
All right. I see by your materials that you guys have a lot of information. So I want to ask your opinion on something. Are you ready?
Okay.
What do you think is the key or the secret to happiness?
Happiness should never be a goal. You were born happy. You were born at peace. Happiness is something you achieve when you shed away all that doesn't serve you. And exactly what you learn from your environment, from your parents, from what you saw when you were a child. Because you were born happy. Have you ever seen an unhappy baby? It's your yes, and it's very short, and they forget it quickly.
And they can laugh so well.
And they go back to what is their natural state. So we're here to remind people that happiness isn't something you try to achieve. It's not something you try to find. It's something you are. That's what we forget. We are it in our natural state.
And when you understand that you are not your mind, you should use your mind as a powerful tool to accomplish your goals, to increase your self-confidence, and to ask for anything. The mind will give you any answers. But the mind is constantly busy. If you think you are your mind, you will never be happy.
And it's not always right, like my GPS. Take a right.
Yes.
No, I know I have to take a left. Right?
Well,
The
right.
mind
Well,
is
like
it.
the baby, you change the nappy and they go back to happiness, which is their natural state. We have a lot of nappies. We're always changing something in our lives, doing this, doing that, and we forget what is the natural state when all of that stuff's out of the way.
I love how you smile. What just made you happy right at that moment?
Well, first of all, I naturally feel happy because I kind of would say I almost mastered that state. I still say I have moments when I do feel fear or anger, but now it's not as much as before, and I keep working on it because I believe we are all on the journey, and being perfect, it's almost impossible. You know what I mean?
Why do we even try to achieve perfection? Right? Who thought of
It's
that?
all the emotions, but I believe that an awakened person, the one that is aware, it just snap out very fast from negative emotions. He understands that no, it's not who I am. It's my mind got in the way, or just other people, because we also live in a city, and when we live in a city with lots of people, we feel others. Unfortunately, we naturally are empaths. That is why we need to shift the whole world to be at peace all the time. We're all one in a way.
People don't realize when you take that moment to find peace within yourself, to find happiness, you're not just improving your own state in your own life, you're improving everything and everyone around you. We radiate what we're feeling. So it's about trying to make the world a better place too. People say, how do I help the world? How do I... Start with yourself. Shift this. When you shift the inside, the outside starts to shift as well. That's the big message we're trying to get out there.
Isn't there an idea that if 10% of the people raise their vibration, it would be a better planet?
Exactly.
Absolutely. The more people are raising their vibrations, they're changing other ones. You know, the higher your vibrations are, the more your influence increases. So what I mean, it's like when you achieve that mastery over your emotions, you can come into contact with a person who has a lot of anger issues, anxiety, depression, and you change that person because you become non-reactive. The worst thing is to react on those people who are not in a balanced state. When you're non-reactive, you change their state.
You can respond, but you don't need to react.
Exactly. It doesn't have to change what's happening on the inside.
Because you don't allow that person to go after something else. It stops them. It stops the ego in a way. Because the reason why there are conflict, the reason why there is anger, the reason why there is pain, because we give attention to that. What if we don't give attention to that? In the other person, it also goes down. For example, if a friend came to you and said, I hate him, and you're like, you don't react. What if you just say to your friend, take a breath? And you know, that emotion will go away. But if you go with the friend into, yes, I understand why you hate him, I hate him too, you go into that, you give power to negativity.
What you give attention to expands, and what you resist also persists, because resistance is also action. It's also... It's the opposite of being at still and being at peace. And when you do that, you can diffuse almost any situation. You can turn any situation around. Things are no longer happening to you. You're living life by design. That's really the difference.
It reminds me of this one time I was in a store and this kid was really misbehaving and I felt sorry for the mother. I went up to the kid who was misbehaving and I just started laughing and then I winked at him. He stopped. It's like, oh, okay, someone noticed what I was doing.
But when you knock it off, cut it out, you're just adding more jitteriness and more of that crazy energy to the situation that's already like that. You're amplifying it.
Yeah. I love that. That's really good. Now, I want to know more about what you guys are doing, where our audience can follow your work.
In general, we would say that we transform people's lives. And what I've noticed that I've studied hypnotherapy, NLP, psychology, Andrei studied so many different things, and we realized that it's all part of the process. So we wouldn't call ourselves hypnotherapists. We would say that we transform people's lives through transforming their 7 areas of their lives.
Right.
And we start with the physical, with manifestation, and we go into your divine self. When you manifest everything you want, you really don't get attachment to that. Because it's not about what you can manifest, because I worked with millionaires who don't feel abundant. And what I realized, that it's a combination of all. You should realize how to become a successful, prosperous being, but you also have to realize how to disconnect from all of it and realize your true divine purpose, which is your present moment awareness.
Nice.
ApexLifeMastery.com, and also you can search for Apex Life Mastery on YouTube. We've got lots of little 5 to 10 minute short lessons and videos to help people get started, and just pick an area that interests you, watch a video on it, and try the exercise.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that you have exercises too, because not just besides information, but we actually need to stop and do the work, right? Thank you. This is Christine from Shortcut to Happiness. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I enjoy being with you.